support his family for the rest of their lives. And we've made the biggest fight in history. So 128 million people would disagree with you that it wasn't something amazing.
Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo.
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Look, because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
But in weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
No, like, I get excited when, I don't know why, I get excited when I talk about Canelo like I used to get excited about Pacquiao.
Really?
You know, I used to get so excited, like, man, I'm gonna be able to fight Pacquiao.
Piers Morgan did more than just drop the mic, he dropped truth bombs. In a recent interview with Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, he stated it clearly, Canelo should be afraid of Crawford. Why? Because Crawford's speed is electric, his precision razor sharp, and his undefeated multi-division record is backed by knockout power that can put you to sleep with a single shot. Morgan insisted these are facts, not exaggerations. He warned Canelo that if he underestimates Crawford's ability to break down his strategy and land clean, powerful punches, even his legendary chin and ring IQ might not be enough to save him.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 168.
Morgan questioned both fighters throughout the interview, exploring their motivations, preparations, and mindsets as they got ready to face off for undisputed super middleweight dominance. Canelo, known for his cool and composed demeanor, emphasized his team's strength and hard work ethic. He stressed that this battle is a true test, as he'll be facing a fighter who brings speed, technique, and defensive brilliance, not just brute force. Crawford acknowledged Canelo's tremendous power and deep experience, but made it clear he wouldn't be intimidated. He confidently spoke about his ability to control distance, pick his moments, and break opponents down systematically. At one point, Crawford tersely said, "You're going to sleep," a chilling warning that both men carry serious knockout power.
You kill me with your bare hands?
I could. I'll choke you
Look
out.
how quickly you both said yeah.
Wow.
True.
I wouldn't even punch
you both went yeah. like you want to right now.
You want me to lie you?
Wow.
No.
Both of you like bang bang yeah right now.
For sure.
I mean, you could, right?
Definitely.
You could kill me with just
Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you kill me out of interest?
Just one punch.
Really?
Yeah. Because let me tell you why. Because you don't used to getting here, so
you've no idea about my fight record.
Oh, well, I don't know, but
I grew up with two brothers. Trust me.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 60.
You going to sleep? He said I'm 60. You going to sleep?
I've sparred with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, sparred.
There's a video.
We talk about bare knuckles. You going to sleep?
Really?
Yeah.
Look at the relish you both say that.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan pressed hard, asking sharp questions about their fears and weaknesses especially. WHETHER Canelo, known for his toughness, should be cautious of Crawford's unique tactical skill set. Morgan suggested that Canelo might actually be the underdog this time, adding even more tension to the moment. Still, Alvarez's unwavering focus never faltered. Crawford, on the other hand, leaned into psychological warfare, hinting that there's far more to his game than what's seen on the surface.
Come fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter, and our intentions is gonna be pure, but at the same time, it's not gonna be friendly, So I think you can be, cordial in building a fight up.
I mean, I'm impressed that you can do this.
Professionals, we've been doing this
No,
for a long time.
I get it, but I also know there's a reality check.
Crawford confidently calculated his chances of victory, 70% a number that reflected unwavering belief without arrogance, showing an elite athlete envisioning success. Canelo responded in kind, granting his opponent a 30% chance, but quickly showing his champion mindset by stating that even a single percentage point can be decisive. This exchange revealed the mental battle beneath the physical one, with Crawford suggesting the odds favor him, and Canelo making sure no level of confidence goes unchecked. The firm yes or no tone in their estimates reflects the mindset of two of boxing's finest, both ready to risk more than just belts. The outcome will shape their legacies, reputations, and the balance of power in the sport.
Can deteriorate, in camp. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo though?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always have respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Crawford emphasized that physical stature doesn't define this fight. He made it clear that he and Canelo are the same height and even said he has a longer reach. Crawford described Canelo as a heavy guy, but not a big one. He's 5'8", and I'm 5'8" with longer arms than him. He rejected the idea of any real size difference, pointing out that the true gap lies not in height, but in Canelo's typical weight classes. While Crawford climbed the ladder from lightweight to light middleweight, Canelo moved all the way up to light heavyweight.
Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happened. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out in anything.
After initially downplaying a fight with Crawford, Canelo shifted to a more open position, saying he'd fight anyone if it made sense both financially and for his legacy. Canelo Alvarez, the famed Mexican boxer, holds titles in 4 weight classes and currently reigns as the undisputed super middleweight champion. He's known for his incredible power, defensive pressure, and versatility in the ring. Canelo has beaten many of boxing's biggest names, firmly securing his place as one of the sport's top fighters.
You fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow for more.
Juan Manuel Marquez has expressed serious doubts about the upcoming Canelo vs. Crawford fight, arguing that Crawford's rapid rise through 2 divisions puts him at a clear disadvantage. He pointed to Crawford's bout with Israel Madrimov at 150 pounds, where he appeared sluggish and lacked knockout power, raising concerns about whether added weight will translate into strength or speed at 168 pounds. As Marquez bluntly stated, "I hate the fight. He looked slow and lacked force moving through divisions." Terence Crawford, he believes, is facing a tough challenge. Marquez also emphasized that weight classes exist for a reason, suggesting Crawford may be pushing beyond his natural limits in chasing super middleweight glory.
I don't like the fight because Terence Crawford is a good fighter, but in the sport of boxing, it has divisions. You know what I mean? You know?
Right, weight classes.
You know what? Yeah, weight classes
for a reason.
Weight classes for And Terence Crawford is a good fighter in super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight. But I think more. I remember when Terence Crawford fought with Madrimov.
Yes.
He looks slow. He looks with no power. And 3 more divisions, 2 more divisions. I think it's a top fight for Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He has a great defense. He has a good combination punches. But I think the weight class is no good for him.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, "Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing." This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Terence Crawford's confidence was on full display during a fiery press conference in New York as he squared off with Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo suggested using a smaller ring, Crawford fired back, saying the only running he'd be doing was upside his head, while pointing at Alvarez's notably large head. Leaning into psychological warfare, Crawford declared, "I'm hunting everything he's got and planning to take it." His words weren't just trash talk, they signaled a focused fighter ready to dominate, both mentally and physically. Crawford's energy and determination set the tone for a performance aimed not just at victory, but at making a lasting statement in the sport. Alvarez remains a force in the super middleweight division with a record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, including 39 knockouts. His accolades include championships in 4 weight classes: super middleweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. In 2021, he became the first undisputed super middleweight champion after defeating Caleb Plant. But Canelo must accept that he's no longer the same fighter. The decline is real. He doesn't pressure early or hunt knockouts the way he used to, throwing only 30 punches per round. He's not the same relentless attacker. He talks knockouts, but has gone to decision 6 straight times. Yes, the power's still there, but the pace, stamina, and drive have faded. That's what age does. At 34 and standing 5'8", Canelo fights like a 45-year-old. With a long career behind him, he's not as willing to take risks against younger, hungrier fighters. Still, his blend of power, experience, and agility makes him dangerous. His most recent win, a dominant decision over William Scull in May 2025, reinforced his elite status. Yet the threat from rising talent is undeniable. One of those voices backing Crawford is respected trainer Bill Haney. Haney didn't just predict Crawford would win, he pledged full support for him. For someone with deep ties to the fight game, that says a lot. Haney has seen champions come and go, and his endorsement places Crawford firmly among boxing's elite in the eyes of seasoned insiders.
My good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying?
And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Edgar Berlanga reflected on the fight, emphasizing that in boxing, anything can happen. He acknowledged that Crawford is already a legend in the sport. Berlanga, known for his impressive skill, ring IQ, and adaptability, made it clear that Canelo's size is his one true advantage in this matchup. He's usually the bigger fighter, which could impact the fight. However, when it comes to boxing fundamentals, Berlanga believes Crawford holds the edge. He praised Crawford's technical ability, sharp ring IQ, and overall skill set, implying that while Canelo is a great and experienced fighter, Crawford may surpass him in movement precision and strategy. Berlanga's take reinforces the idea that size alone doesn't determine the outcome of a fight.
Talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
In one of his lighter moments, Canelo allegedly said that the fight against Crawford would be easy money, hinting at a possible $150 million payday. This massive financial incentive is a major reason both fighters are considering the crossover bout. Such numbers reflect the potential mega-fight status of the match, given their star power and legacies. Crawford, in response, addressed the skepticism surrounding his weight gain, stating that people believe he'll struggle. He pointed out that while Canelo moved up in weight and lost, Terence moved up and won. Crawford uses this to show he's capable of handling the challenge and silencing doubters. Despite the questions, he remains confident in his ability to succeed at higher weights. Roy Jones Jr. offered a balanced take on the Canelo vs. Crawford matchup, saying the fight could be closer than people think. Jones believes Canelo's execution will be key to the outcome. If he shows up focused and fights his fight, he should win. The one lapse in discipline or a tactical mistake could give Crawford the opening to steal the win. Jones called it Canelo's fight to lose, but warned that momentum could swing fast if Alvarez falters. He also emphasized Crawford's weight gain and advised Terence to fully use the weight limit to enhance his power and durability, traits vital for a true contender.
But in September, that's obviously a massive weight discrepancy. What do you think of that fight and then the weight discrepancy between it?
Well, the weight won't be the factor. The factor will be how Canelo chooses to make the fight. Yeah. If Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. Yeah. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight. Yeah.
With Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring.
Yeah.
If Crawford is allowed to control the center, he'll win.
Another last one from myself. Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev rematch. How do you see that one going?
Yeah, I'm prepared. I think it's going to be another great fight, another epic fight. I'm thinking Artur going to be more Artur this time, which it could be good for him or it could be bad for him, because when you go for the kill on Bivol, it gives Bivol a chance to hit those counters. Yeah. But when you don't go for the kill on him, you give him a chance to edge to fight out like I thought he did the first time.
Who do you think takes the win? Canelo's slick aggression or Crawford's tactical brilliance? Drop your predictions in the comments below.